What's up? It's Chris, the Drone Geek, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drones. Today is the day. Everybody is abuzz because the FAA has officially launched its online recurrent knowledge training course and exam for Part 107 pilots. That's right. Everybody and their brother's talking about this thing, and nerves have never been higher because over the past few months, there have been pilots that had their Part 107 expire and they weren't sure whether or not they should wait for the FAA to release this course or just bite the bullet, pay the $150 and take the traditional recurrent knowledge test at a testing center. A lot of people have been waiting for this and the time has finally arrived. Oh, that's right. In case you've been living under a rock since December of 2020, the FAA has officially changed the way that you maintain your Part 107 commercial remote pilot's license. In that, you no longer have to go to a testing center, pay $150 or whatever the testing fees are where you take your tests, and then take the recurrent knowledge test at the testing center. That is a thing of the past. As of today, April 6th, that's the date that I recorded this video, you no longer have to do that. All you have to do is go to FAAsafety.gov and take the recurrent knowledge online training course and then pass the exam at the end of the course. It's free, it's easy, and it's online. Now you still have to do this every 24 months, just like you did with the traditional recurrent knowledge test, but I will take cheap and convenient over anything. I don't care what you say. The other big perk of taking this online training course and then passing the exam with it, in case you actually have been living under a rock for the past 4 months, is that with a passing grade on the exam at the end of the course, and yes, I've said it a few times now, there is an exam you have to pass at the end of the training course. You no longer have to file for waivers to fly at night or over people with the FAA for commercial flights. Now there are some caveats with that, so make sure you take the time to check out the video I just linked in the upper right-hand corner of this video and learn a little bit more about those caveats. But this video isn't for people that were living under a rock for the past few months. No, this video is for people that have questions about the new system. What's the online training course like? Is the test hard? I'm nervous. I don't know if I can do it. Is this something that'll be worth my while? I've got information that will help you answer some of those questions and make some decisions for yourself as a professional remote pilot. Like I said, today is April 6th. This is launch day for the online training course, and I was able to get on today, take the online course, and then the exam in an afternoon. Ladies, gentlemen, it is a breeze. There is nothing to be worried about. However, there are a few things that I'm going to share with you today that will make your experience just a little less stressful. First off, if you're going to do things by the book, the right way, and actually take the time to absorb the new content that comes with that online training course, you're going to want to give yourself about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. The FAA recommends about 2 hours to prepare for the actual exam through the online training course, but I found that wasn't necessarily accurate for me. It really largely depends upon how much information you already have going into the online training course. Some of you might take a little bit longer, some of you will breeze right through it. Either way, give yourself plenty of time. I recommend anywhere between an hour and an hour and a half. Next, let's be honest. The FAA's website is, well, how do I put this? A little bit. Be extremely careful when navigating through the various sections of the testing portal between going through the course and then going to the review and then finally taking the exam. There are a few options along the way that might trip you up and impede your progress or keep you from actually taking and passing the exam. So just make sure you're paying attention, reading everything as thoroughly as you can, and checking all of the boxes where they need checked. What is nice is after you finish the online training course, they do send you a prompt with instructions on how to complete the course officially in the eyes of the FAA and then move on, pass the exam, and officially submit your results. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that up on the screen now because I thought it was helpful for you to see it ahead of time in case you haven't already taken the exam. Now, I could just be lazy and leave this up on the screen, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. Receiving training credit. When you exit this part of the training, you will be taken back to the FAA Safety Team, FAST Team, website, FAAsafety.gov, to access references, a glossary, a review, and the required online end-of-training knowledge check. That's the exam. To receive credit for this online training, you must select Menu, then select Exit button to close this training window. Select the exam button for this training on FAAsafety.gov and complete the end of training knowledge check. Again, that's the exam. Finally, print your training completion certificate and retain it as proof of your recency of knowledge. Note, there is no need to reapply for a remote pilot certificate, and you will not receive a new certificate. Be sure you follow those instructions from that prompt to a T and you shouldn't have any problems. As for the test itself, it is 45 multiple choice questions that cover information ranging from operating as a Part 107 remote pilot in command all the way over to the new information you learned in the online training course having to do with operations at night and over people. Prepare yourself thoroughly for that type of information. Don't worry about METARs, TAFs, weather forecasts, any of that, and you will be just fine. However, and I almost don't even want to bring this up because I don't want to encourage bad behavior. In fact, I discourage this type of behavior. I did notice that the FAA did not implement any kind of browser lockdown for taking this exam. That means that you could very easily cheat. Now, I didn't cheat. Not that I would admit it if I did, but I promise you, I didn't cheat on this exam and I passed with a 100%. Trust me when I say you don't need to cheat. Do the right thing, study the information, learn what you need to learn in order to become a proficient, safe, and professional Part 107 pilot, and you will do just fine on this exam. Whoa, you don't believe me that I got 100%? Now, here's the proof. And here's me hanging my certificate up on my refrigerator because my mommy's proud of me. The real reason I wanted to make this video was for the Part 107 pilots that are maybe a little bit apprehensive about jumping in, doing the online recurrent knowledge training course, and then taking the exam, or don't think that they have time to do it. Whatever the case may be, whatever your excuse might be, don't be nervous. Just get in there and get it done. Trust me. Give yourself 2 to 3 hours, plenty of time to go through the training course, go through the review, and then take the exam, and I promise your result will be good. And to push you off the ledge like the baby bird that you are, I'm going to drop the link for the official FAA online training course portal in the description of this video, especially in case you're having trouble wading through all of the Remote Pilot 101 ads that you get when you type that sort of thing in. Remote Pilot 101. Come on, man. Back that Google PPC budget off. We know you're there. We know you're good at what you do. We get the idea. What I'm really excited about for this online training course is you don't have to wait until your Part 107 has expired in order to take it and bring yourself up to currency when it comes to operating at night and over people. My Part 107 still had a year left on it, and I was able to get in, provide my information as an airman, as well as my FAA Part 107 license ID number, take the test, and I had no issues at all. This is great because it doesn't leave some people behind while they wait for their current Part 107 to run out. They can go ahead and re-up and get up to standard as soon as possible. Now, after you've taken the course, completed it, gone through the review, completed that, and then taken the exam, passed it, and completed it, you'll have the option to either print or email your test results. Do both. Open each option they give you in a new window or tab, and make sure you give yourself plenty of flexibility when it comes to accessing your certificate. It should be pretty easy to get to no matter what happens, but I like to have options. When you choose the email option though, just remember the default setting is to send your results to a company, and trust me, if you have your own aerial imaging company, it's not in their drop-down menu. I checked, and I was severely humbled for that. No, instead, above that drop-down menu, you're gonna see an option to select individual. Click that, it'll give you the option to enter your name and your email address, send it to yourself, and then you have a PDF copy of the actual certificate that proves that you are current on your Part 107 with the new information they have on the online training course. And then make sure you cut out that little version of the certificate, and I recommend laminating it and keeping it with your actual Part 107 license. Keep in mind, the opportunity to cheat is going to be enticing. You're going to be tempted to do it, but don't. I mean, how convenient would it be just to be able to look up the answers, go down through all of the options, select the right one, and be done with it in 10 minutes? It would be extremely convenient, but earn it. Earn your new certification the correct way. Learn something new and you will feel better about it. Nothing is worse than a fraud. Not to mention, if you learn the information, you know it then. And then you don't have to worry about cheating again the next time you take the test and they add more information. Just do things by the book, do things the right way, and make all of us proud and make things easier on us. Because the last thing we need is the FAA keeping track of how many people are cheating and then taking the opportunity to take this exam online from the comfort of our own home for absolutely free away from us. We've got a good thing. Don't ruin it. Study, work hard, and do the right thing. If I can do it, you can do it. Because as I've said, you're probably a hell of a lot smarter than I am. Again, I'm dropping the link for the official FAA portal for the online training course and exam down below in the description of this video. If you can't find it when you're searching for it yourself, click on the link. It will take you to the right place. Scout's honor. I'm not a scout, but just trust me. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you like drone and drone-related content, consider subscribing to my channel. I do everything in the name of drones, whether it's a highlight reel to a history lesson or a vlog to a podcast. It's all done for the love of drones. And if you're into that sort of thing, you would like my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have already subscribed, consider recommending my channel to your drone friends. I think they'd like it as well. Until next time, guys, I'm Chris, the Drone Geek, and I am out of here.